Hello, everybody. It's Dana Sullivan, the Stampin' Chick, here for another Think Tank Thursday. How are you today, my friends? I hope you're having a fabulous day today. It has been kind of little chilly, little windy here in East Tennessee. Nothing too major, thankfully. Some of you folks are really getting some of that winter stuff, aren't you? Well, if you are, I hope you're able to stay warm and cozy and dry. Let's go ahead and see if we've got some folks coming in, shall we? All right. So when you come on in, make sure that you say hello. If you've not been here before, let me know where you're tuning in from so that we can say hello and get to know each other. If you've never been to one of my Think Tank Thursday before, welcome. We're so happy that you're here. Think Tank Thursday is a little bit different than most other Facebook Live activities, where in this particular case, you guys are going to help me create projects. So we get to craft together, and it is such a wonderful time. It is so much fun, and I think everybody really enjoys it. So I know that I do. I really enjoy being able to just spend time hanging out with you guys and crafting together. So I will give just a little forewarning. I have my Ricola on hand and my water cup over here. Hopefully I can stave off the coughing and hacking, that wintertime dryness in the throat. I'm not sick. It's just the itchy, scratchy, dry throat. So we will see if we can get through this evening without any of that mess. And I hope that we can. So welcome and thank you very much for hanging out today. All right, guys, I am going to share with you a quick recap of the first 4 days of Christmas tags that we have done so far. And we had a little bit of a weird something that went on Tuesday. I am not sure what happened there. I had the video recorded and scheduled to go live at 7 a.m. and it didn't happen apparently. So I'm really sorry about that. Hi, Miss Sherry. How's it going, darling? So yeah, really sorry about that. I did go ahead and push the videos to post yesterday, and then kind of shifted things forward. So today, because we are doing live, and I'm going to have you guys helping me out here, I want to go ahead and take care of days 5 and 6 today. That way we're on track for day 7 tomorrow. And the reason why I'm doing that is because day 7 will be tomorrow, and then day 12 will be a week from tomorrow. So we will end on a Friday. Okay, which feels good to me. So anyway, and I believe that's the 20th also. That's the 20th. Yeah, I think it's the 20th. So we'll already be pushing our days. Okay, so here we go. Recap. Hi, Miss Dawn. How are you? That wasn't the recap. Sorry. This is day 1. We used what did we use? We used the Snowy Wonder Stampin' Die Bundle. We made a super cute little snow globe right there, and the sentiment piece over here. Did a little bit of cheating, and it's really not, but it's so much fun. We used a die that cut our tags out for us from the Merriest Trees dies, and we did 2 of them, and then I like to layer them together like this. That way they kind of look like they're swaying together and just tied with the tag, but they keep that super cute little look to them. So I really like doing that with those tags. Of course, because it's a tag, everything can be on Stampin' Dimensionals, which is absolutely wonderful. And we used that really pretty knobbly ribbon with the pool party and the little white pom-poms on there, and then use the white woven ribbon for this part. Okay, and then day 2, we use that white woven ribbon again. Say that 10 times fast. Oh my goodness. And then we use the red and white twine. And this time we've used the Reindeer Fun Stampin' Die bundle. We went ahead and used that same Merriest Trees die because, I mean, it's really, really cute. Oh, I lied to you. I lied to you. I didn't mean to. I swear. I didn't mean to. This is not the Merriest Trees die. This is from, what's it from? I don't remember. Hold on. I know this. Pause the video. Oh, wait, it's live. Never mind. Let me get back to, Peaceful Season. Greetings of the Season dies. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me just show these to you because holy cow. First of all, in the Stampin' Die bundle, the Greetings of the Season is just this absolutely beautiful holiday stamp set. And then dies are a variety of tags. Very, very cute. And we used the big one right here and this one right here. So we used these 2 dies. I am so very sorry. I did not mean to lie to you, I swear. And then this one, day 2, is absolutely the Merriest Trees die. So that one is for sure the Merriest Trees dies. Okay. And then I used a little bit of glitter paper in the background here. And you can see I put on one of those adorable little peppermint adhesive elements. So that was really cute. And then day 3, we kind of went back to the Snowy Wonder, but this time we did the whole tag as a giant snow globe. Well, I mean, not giant. It's about the size of a really cute little snow globe. And we did a little bit of die cutting. So the Santa was die cut from the paper. The bigger of the trees was die cut from the paper, and then the 2 littler trees were just fussy cut from the paper. And then we stamp and die cut the holly berries and the leaves, cut the hat, cut the snowflake, stamp the sentiment, and fussy cut it. You can see that really cool way that we used the pool party and white ribbon, and then brought in the red and white twine for this one. And of course, another of those little peppermint candies. So cute. Okay, so that was day 3. Day 4, you got 2 tags, and they were made using the ephemera packs in the holiday catalog. So we had this one and this one, and I think they turned out really cute. I'm loving these ephemera packs because you can do so much really cool stuff with them. And speaking of really cool things that you can do with them, today, because we are live and because we need to do 2 days of Christmas tags, we are going to do 4 Christmas tags using those ephemera packs. Okay, so let me go ahead and turn my camera around for you so that we can get started. All right. Okay, guys, let me just fiddle with things for a hot second here. Don't want to make anybody nauseous. There we go. All right. Now, the ephemera packs that I'm talking about, I've put them in my pouch here because I've already opened them up, and there are so many bits and pieces in these ephemera kits. So you can really do a whole lot of stuff. I mean, like, you can do a lot of stuff with these. All right. There are 3 different packs. And one of the packs is just elements, so little die cut bits. There are 2 each of 4 different sheets. And as you can see, they are packed full of all kinds of cool elements. And then the sentiment one is a whole bunch of sentiments. Again, the same thing, 2 each of 4 different sheets. And then last but not least are the labels. And again, you get 2 sheets of 4 different designs. So you get a lot. Like, there's a lot of stuff here, right? Okay, now I do have a few little things set out, and they're pretty basic. However, I thought that we could zhuzh them up a little bit, and if you guys are really on a roll and we want to do more, we can certainly do more, because, you know, I've got all these things that I need to use up. So let me go ahead and set that off to the side for just a minute. And I've got a variety of different ribbons here for us to use. So depending on what we end up doing as far as the elements go. So I've got all of the ribbons I think we will need. I've got some of the peppermint dimensioned elements. I've got some rhinestone basic jewels. I've got some of the little hammered metal elements, and I can pull up some more too. So I think that we are good with regard to whatever we want to design this evening for our tags, okay? Are you guys ready to get started? I hope that you are. And while you are, let me go ahead and put one of these in. And I'm going to try not to sound like I'm talking with food in my mouth, because I really don't want to start coughing and hacking. It's the craziest thing. You guys know what I'm talking about. You start to get that little tickle in your throat, and you try to clear your throat, and then it's a and then it's a and then it's and then you're coughing hysterically and you can't stop. And, you know, I don't want to be that, and nobody else wants to hear me be that. All right. There it starts. So the first one that I have here, I've taken, come on, little thing here. There we go. I've got one of the labels, and this is one of those little skinny ones with the gold foil trim. So you may have been looking at this one and thinking, what on earth would I do with that? I'm not sure. So I thought that we would do something with this one. That way you could kind of see what can you do with it, right? Okay, I've got also the striped banner here. And I figured I would put it somewhere along that. Here we go. And then I really like this kind of piece here, something to that effect. And then while I'm at this, I am also going to put my glasses on, because, you know, I'm getting to the point where I need to actually wear them more often. You know what I mean. Okay. And then I've got Happy Holidays for a sentiment. And one thing I want to kind of point out with these die cut pieces is I've had folks mention the little, you know, the little bumpy spots right there. They say, oh man, you can tell that it's a die cut because it's got those little nubs on it. Well, you know what? That is a really easy fix. Just take your snips and go right along the edge of the paper, and you can snip it right off, and no one will ever know that it was a die cut, right? Okay, now I think this piece could go somewhere in there. And I definitely think it should have dimensionals. So we're just laying out a design here, okay? And then I thought maybe it needed a little bit of greenery too, kind of does. Let me pull that out here, and here we go. Something to this effect. So now my question to you is, first of all, do we like where this is going? And are we ready to put some things on dimensionals? All right. I hope that you guys have your hands next to your keyboards or on your phone ready to go, because y'all know that I need some feedback from you. And it makes the whole thing go so much quicker when you guys are right there at the ready, and when I ask you one of the questions, you are right there ready to answer it. So we're going to go ahead and start by putting the sentiment on dimensionals, because I truly believe that dimensionals make all the difference in the world, right? Let me make sure that I might be able to bring this down just a little. Just a little bit. Sorry about that, folks. There we go. That's better. Now you can at least see it a little bit better. Okay. I hate that stinking line in there, though. I promise I am working on ways to make that better. Okay. I'm hoping Santa hooks a girl up with a little bit of something, you know. Anne says that she's enjoying the tag videos. Oh, that's so sweet, Anne. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right. Now then, we've got our sentiment on dimensionals, and we need to get some more done with this thing, right? So let's see here. First of all, do we like the little greenery sprigs, and do we like the layout of the tag? I mean, I think it's pretty cute. And we can bring this in just a little bit tighter to the hole there if we need to. Okay. All right. I'm going to go on then and start attaching some of these pieces. And the little strip here, I'm definitely going to stick down with a bit of Stampin' Seal. And I'm not going to put the adhesive all the way. I'm just going to put it right here on this edge, okay? Because it is going to be hanging off our tag just a little bit. And so we don't want it to be, you want it to be icky and sticky and gross, okay? I think that's probably going to be pretty good right there. All right, and then these little sprigs are also going to have to be glued down directly. And so we'll just put a little glue on the stem itself. I keep bringing this piece back in just for reference sake. You know, we want to make sure that everything is going to line up nicely when we're done. Okay. And this one here. That's good. All right. Now then, we need to decide if we're going to put this piece on dimensionals, and then this will also be on dimensionals, or do we just want to put the sentiment on dimensional and put the anise and citrus on directly? Okay, so there's the tag. Are we going to put this part on dimensionals as well, or only the sentiment? So comment down below and let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and attach the sentiment to that piece, because that's going to happen no matter what anyway. And then maybe it'll be a little easier to tell. Let me make sure I'm straight. Kind of trying to line up straight with this tag part itself. So there we go. All right. So we have there, if we're sentiment raised only, and then here if we are fruit and sentiment raised. Okay, can you guys see the difference there? There is the sentiment only raised, and here is the sentiment and the fruit raised. Okay. All right, Miss Ann says sentiment only. All right, very cool. So we are going to go ahead and just put a line of adhesive across the center back of that. And then I'm going to hold it up here for just a hot second so that I can see and make sure that my sentiment is going to be straight. Okay, there we go. Very nice. All right, and then we need to figure out our ribbon. Now this one's going to be interesting, isn't it? Because we have a little skinny tag here. We could, I think we probably should also put a little bit of linen thread on here. You know, it might have actually been really cute to put some linen thread behind our sentiment. Let me see. You know what? That probably would have actually been really cute. So let's see if we can carefully pick off our dimensional here, just one of them. There we go. And let's take a look and see if we like the idea. Maybe not. Hold on. Let me see if I can make it a little bit smaller. That might make the difference. And maybe we don't like this. Maybe instead we like the idea of, kind of want to do 2 loops on each side. So quit that, kid. Maybe we don't even want to do the ribbon underneath or the twine underneath. Maybe what we actually want to do is just make a bow and not worry about it. But let's take a look and see, just in case. All right, and let's see. All right, sorry about that, folks. The cough caught me. Okay, now back to this. With a shorter amount, I don't know, I think that's a bit busy. I don't like that. Okay, so I'll take that off and we'll pretend that it never happened. And then maybe we can use either the linen thread as our tag loop, or not that. I don't know why I was on mute again. That was weird. Okay, well, I hope that you can hear me now. I'm not sure how long I had been without sound, but that makes all the difference in the world as to why you weren't answering me. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the question was, did we like the little burgundy tag, the burgundy bow with the extra strings of linen thread? Or did we think that it should just be like one loop of linen thread, um, like that? So let's start it with that. Should we do double up the linen threads or just make it one loop? That's question one. Okay. Hi, Miss Luann. How are you, darling? And Miss Ann says it definitely needs the bow, and I agree. So we'll put the bow back on. Do we want one loop of the linen thread like that, or do we like it with the double loops? I'm thinking that maybe double loops might be a little bit too much with the bow. I think that if we do the single loop and then the bow, it'll probably be perfect. Oh, you're good. I'm really glad to hear that, love. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and tie this. All right. And I'm going to bring it all the way up to the edge of that one tail. There we go. And then I can snip this one off. All right. And then I'm going to tie on that little bow. And we'll see how small I can get it. This will be the trick of the day. So this tag is really, really cute, but because it's so slim, this bow is really going to have to be small, I think, to make it look like it goes well with it and doesn't overpower the tag, right? Okay, so there we go. All right. And now that y'all can hear me better, it's much better when there's a volume and a sound going on. Okay, in there. All right. Are you ready for sampler class on Saturday, Miss Della or Miss Luann? I can't talk today. I'm telling you what. I'm talking to you and thinking about you and Della because I wanted to ask how she's doing also. And naturally, the bow is going to give me a little bit of a fit because I'm trying to do it live and do it tiny, but that's okay. We got it. We got it. We're telling it what to do, not the other way around. Right? I think we've talked about this before, not letting our bows bully us. It's a good thing not to do. We tell the bow, listen here, bow. This is what you need to do, and we're going to make it happen. There we go. That's good. All right, now I'm going to trim that really small tails as well. Yes, because I really think that is going to make all of the difference. Oh my goodness, look at that. Yes, that is beautiful. Well done, friends. We did a good job. That piece right there is going to give me fits. So, oh, that's right. You are. That's right. I'm so sorry, darling. You're right. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's make sure I put a little bit of glue behind that sprig because obviously just the little bit on the stem was not holding it on very well. So there we go. There is the first of our tags. We'll set that one aside. I am so sorry, Miss Luann. You're right. I completely forgot about about you guys having that thing going on. Okay, the next tag I think is using this base here. And I kind of think that we could do something like that and add this little sprig on and the sentiment somewhere in here. So what do you guys think? Is that good? I'm definitely going to keep having the problems because it's totally the white balance, and the white tags are uncertain what's giving me fits. So let's just confirm that and see. Yeah. So, yep. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to get through it here. All right. Okay. The next question is, are we going to put the bells on dimensionals or no? All right. Are they going to sit directly on the tag, or are we going to pop them up on dimensionals? Okay, pop them up on dimensionals. All right, then, let's do that. And I am sorry, folks. I have got the cough drop in my mouth, but all of the talking is is making my throat go stupid. So I will keep muting the audio part for me every little bit, okay? But I will keep a better eye on it to make sure that you guys don't actually lose sound from me when I'm trying to talk, okay? All right. So I've got those popped up on dimensionals, and I'm thinking they'll go somewhere about there. And then I want to put this piece on because I think it just needs a little, maybe an extra layer there. And maybe it doesn't. So you guys decide, does it need this piece or no? All right. So let me know, yes or no on that piece. All right, it looks like we need a tiebreaker. We've got one for yes and one for no. Hi, Miss Cheryl. How are you today? Thank you for joining us, Lovey. Yeah, under the bow. Yeah, it'll definitely, if we put it on there, we'll put it on in a way that it fits so that it doesn't cover up that pretty bow. All right, it looks like the yeses have it. And I'm actually thinking what I might do is cut off a tiny little bit of this white because if I put the edge of the white down far enough, it doesn't look like it goes very well at all. But if I snip that little bit, or at the very least, maybe snip the white away from the stem, then I can put it on there and it looks like it's going to fit. Okay. So I'm going to do that right quick. And because I'm not going to fussy cut again around the die cut, I'm just going to start this out small and then taper it out and kind of work it in with the rest of the die cut, okay? So that way I don't have to cut around the whole thing. But I am going to snip that little bump there and there. Okay, and then on this side, we'll come in. There we go. All right, let's see if that works out a little better for us, shall we? Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be a bit better. Now the next question is, we've got this guy on dimensionals already. Are we going to put this guy on dimensionals too? Or are we going to put him directly on the little piece? Okay, so dimensionals, yes or no for the extra sprig? Okay, what do you think, guys? Are we putting dimensionals on this piece or no? Oh, I see. Okay. All right, then. I believe we are. Let me grab a couple of these little bits here. Oops, that one wasn't cut yet. Let's see. No, but to lift a little, perhaps 2 stacked glue dots. Are you talking about the whole piece? And I would absolutely love to know how to pronounce your name, love. I'm so sorry. Hello, all from the Netherlands as well. Wonderful. I do not want to attempt to butcher trying to say your name, love. I am so sorry. But welcome to our live stream. I apologize. I am trying to keep the scratchy throat from taking over, so occasionally I am muting the sound because the cough gets away from me. But it'll be okay. We will get it done. All right. So we have our little bells and the piece right there. Super cute. And we definitely need to put our sentiment on dimensionals. So we can go ahead and do that. Oh, just the top layer. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm going to need one of these little skinny strips here. But I think we'll be good. And you know what? I may not even have wanted to put it so close to the edge either. Let's see how we feel about it. Okay, our next question is going to be, do we want to put the sentiment directly in the center of the bottom like so? Or do we want it to hang off the edge just a touch? Okay, centered or edge? Let me know. And while you guys are deciding that, I'll go ahead and attach this piece right there. There we go. Okay, Anne says centered. All right, so we're thinking like that then. Okay. All right, Cheryl says centered as well. Very good. Okay. All right, let's see here. I'm going to try this out, love. So, phonetically, it'd be like Inaka. So, emphasis on first syllable, second and third get no emphasis whatsoever. So, do you pronounce it Inaka? I am so sorry if I did that wrong. Please laugh at me. Um, I think it's wonderful. I am so excited about having folks from all over on the live stream. I agree as well. I think having it. Oh, I got it. Oh, yay. Well, that makes me feel better. Thank you. I'm so sorry that I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, and all right, so the sentiment to the right. Um, all right, here we go. So it looks like the more folks are saying to the center, so we'll stick with the majority here on this one. We'll go ahead and put the sentiment in the center. However, I do think that we need something to offset it, or balance everything back out. So, what if we did either these little guys? Well, I try. That's the best I can do. All right. I think it's absolutely wonderful. I love hearing so many different names and how they're pronounced, and it's just so cool. It really is. Okay, I'm actually thinking that maybe we could put a couple of these little guys. I don't know, right here, something like that, or let's see. Or we could do the tiny little clear rhinestones. So, my question first is this. Are we putting embellishments on or no? Okay, we'll do that first. So, are we going to put something on here to balance it out, or are we going to leave it? And let's see. Inika, I kind of think that you and I are probably on the same page, and that we probably are going to want to do that because it is a little offset, which is not a problem necessarily. I mean, you could put your to and from here, but you've got this whole backside to put the to and from. So I do like the idea of putting a little something on there. So, hi, Miss Debbie. How are you, love? Did you bring her over? Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. Embellishments, yes, absolutely. I completely agree with you. It is Christmas after all. Let's make it shiny. Okay, so let's see. All right, and you are voting for the rhinestones. Okay, I think we shall. Let's do this here. Do we want them up there? Or, oh yeah, how about that? Do we think up top or down low? I think down low will probably be okay because we'll have ribbon here too. So this little section isn't going to be totally naked. It'll be covered a little bit. And I don't mind to try out some different techniques with our ribbon as well. You know, I've mentioned before about cutting ribbon and things like that, like we did with the pool party one. You know, we cut it into 4 little skinny strips, and it made a beautiful embellishment. So, you know, certainly we could do that with other things too. I don't think that one necessarily, because even though there's a little bit of a sprucey look up there, I think this one is more like um, more like the garden green and old olive. So I see. A small triangle at the bottom would be pretty. You know what? It probably would. Let's try that. Let me bring this a little farther down and see how we feel about that. Maybe not quite so much. Do you know, and I have to know if I'm the only one that does this, I will rearrange, there we go. I will rearrange bling 100 times on a project before I finally get around to deciding, oh, that's where I want it to go. Am I the only one that does that? I hope I'm not. I may be. I'm a little weird like that, but I hope not. Okay, there we go. I think that's pretty. Debbie says, oh, you didn't invite her, but you see her on other videos. That's wonderful. Well, I am so glad that you guys are all here. I've been thinking a lot about 2025 and what that's going to look like for us. And I'm keeping Think Tank Thursday, of course, because you guys know I absolutely love this. I really like hanging out with y'all and being able to craft together and stuff. It's just so much fun. But I am thinking about possibly doing some different things. You guys know that I had my friend Elisa on here a couple of weeks ago, and we had such a great time together. And so I'm thinking that I might start reaching out to a few other demo friends of mine to see if maybe I can get a guest list lined up, and maybe start doing guest a guest attendee or a guest host. Um, you know, for maybe at the very least the first Thursday of each month. I think that would be so much fun. Um, okay. You don't rearrange when you case a card. Otherwise, oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, I am with you, friend. I have the worst time figuring out exactly where I'm going to put them. And then sometimes it just comes to me and I think, "Oh my gosh, it was just so simple," but that is so very rare. Usually I am riding the struggle bus and trying to figure out exactly where I'm going to put everything. Okay, how do we feel about this ribbon for our tag? What do we think about that one? You guys think that one's good? Let's see. Other choices could be the white woven. We've kind of used that one a few times already, but it is a classic and is absolutely beautiful. We've got this one would actually be really pretty since we've got the rhinestones. The rhinestones aren't necessarily silver, but I kind of lump them in with silver embellishments really because of their backing, you know? Okay, so let me see. I really thought I had a roll of this already open, and I just went through this the other day too, didn't I? Apparently, oh yeah, I know what it is. With Stamp-A-Stack a few weeks ago, we used up all of my ribbon, so I bought more ribbon. And all right, here we go. So here's what we have going on. We have the two ribbons, and we've got the red and gold trim. This is a cherry cobbler and gold trim. And then we have the see-through, it's white with silver. And silver is really pretty, but I don't know. I kind of think maybe this one really brings out the cherry cobbler in that trim. So there's that one. And here's this one. Okay, so the red one. All right, that sounds perfect. And now this time, I think I'm gonna just snip the end, and I'm gonna take my tails. Excuse me just a second. Okay, I'm going to take the tails. I'm going to tuck them through the tag. And then I'm going to bring the loop over the top. And that will give us a really nice loop. There we go. And then you just cinch it down. And we're good. Okay. There we go. All right. Everybody is on point with that red. Yes, there we go. All right. So there we have it. I think that was a beautiful choice, my friends. Let me go ahead and trim this tail just a tiny bit. There we go. All right. And there is the second of our tags. All right. Are you guys ready for the next one? This one's going to be so much fun. Okay, this one is all about Frosty. Okay, and as you can tell, he isn't actually a tag. So what we're going to do is we will go ahead and punch a little hole for his loop. And then, let's see here. I want the smaller hole, I think. Thank you so much for that compliment. I appreciate it. We did a great job putting it together, didn't we? All right. Okay, I've got my loophole in there now. And I think maybe something to this effect. And then do we want winter wishes or wonder? Okay, you guys can decide there which one of the sentiments we should use. All right, so our choices, if I can get it to focus, winter and wonder or winter wishes. Um, have I tried fresh pineapple juice for my cough? You know what? I actually have not, but I am willing to try just about anything. So I may have to pick up some pineapple juice and check it out. Um, a little known thing about me is I absolutely don't like pineapple at all. But um, if I can take it down like a shot and just get it down there quick, and if it works, then amen. I am more than willing to do it. I'm so sorry, folks. I'm trying really hard not to cough, but the more I talk, the more I'm drying out my throat, apparently. Goodness gracious. And water, I've got it. My Ricola drops. Okay. All right, friends, come on now, you silly thing. Okay, focusing on the sentiments here, which are giving me a hard time. Let me see if putting them under red or something would be helpful. Cheryl says wonder. Enika says wonder. All right, very good. All right, wonder it is. It has a little bit more of the pool party in it. And the sentiment, the Navy sentiment, really pops out just a bit more than that buggery thing does. So, okay, let's stick that one out of the way here. And all right. Now then, shall we put dimensionals between the layers here so that it's got a little bit of depth and dimension to it? Or should we glue it directly in front of the tree? What should we do? Popped or no? All right, popped or not popped? What do you think? Popped up. Yes. Okay. Now then, we're going to have to be strategic about where we pop this up at because, as you can see there, it's only going to be hanging over a little bit. So we can put one there and one there. Make sure it's not hanging over the edge. And I feel like I could put a small one right there. So let me grab a mini. There we go. Yeah, I think that's good, don't you? That'll be good. And you know what's funny? And of course, this is true. You guys all know this. You can be just fine all day long. And the minute I get on my live stream, and of course, because it's live, I'm going to have a coughing fit and it's going to be crazy. You know? All right. I want to put him something like that, right? Just a little something, something very cute. Okay. And then, as I had mentioned before, of course, with those little nubs, just snip them off. Lots of times, if your scissors are sharp, you can just kind of slide them along and it'll scrape them right off for you. There we go. Okay. Now then, where, let me get back in focus here. Where shall the wonder go? Okay. The question at hand. All right. What do we think, guys? There we go. Down there, up here, over here. Inika says traditionally the Dutch don't exchange gifts at Christmas, so I'd glue those tags on cards. Oh, I inspire you. That's sweet. Thank you so very much. Right about there, yeah? So, what kind of things do you guys do for Christmas? What are your holiday traditions? All right, folks, how do we feel about the wonder down at the bottom? Is that good? I think so. I think that sets it off nicely. All right. I'm going to put, probably not two big ones, but I can cut this one in half. All right. Wonder. Here we go. I think it would be so much fun to do holiday traditions in different places and just to see and be able to experience something different than you're used to. I'm always so intrigued by things like that. There we go. I like that. Okay. The religious people go to church, and the big tradition is to have a big meal with family. Absolutely. And we do that too. All right. Generally speaking, anyway, most folks, I think, probably do the big meal with their family. But then the question is, what kind of foods do you guys have? Specific foods that are for the holiday season, or do you just make a bunch of different dishes that are common and regular, or what does your traditional Christmas meal look like? Okay, I'm going to put that right about there. Okay, yep, I think that's good. I like it. Okay, let's see here. Next step. All right, next step is going to be putting either a thread or a twine on here. We could do the red and white from the braided twine, or we could do the red and gold of this ribbon. I feel like Frosty is one of those characters that can go kind of multiple ways, right? Like he can be really playful and fun, like the red and white twine would be great, or he could be very classy and elegant too and go with a red and gold dinner here. Something like that is I love it. I love that he can be so many cool different things. Another thing that we could do is we could put the white woven ribbon and maybe gold twine around it. Or gold thread, actually, I think we call it. So we could do this. Or the red and white. Or the white with the red and white. So now I've given you several options, haven't I? All right. Okay, so I'm seeing a couple of comments with twine, but now that I've given options, I need clarification on which one we're talking about. Okay. In our family, we start with a shrimp and or crab cocktail. Nice, followed by a meat dish like glazed ham. For dessert, usually ice cream or sherbet. Very nice. I love it. We usually do turkey for Thanksgiving and a ham for Christmas. And we'll do roast vegetables and um, either stuffing or um, green bean casserole. My daughter really likes green bean casserole. She also likes this thing that I believe my sister in law did that was cream cheese corn. So it's really and truly basically just a little bit of cream cheese with whole kernel corn, whether it's frozen or fresh or canned, whatever. Um, and it's mixed together and cooked until the cream cheese is warm and creamy. And it's really yummy, but it's incredibly fattening. Um, but, but she absolutely loves it. So we usually have that. Okay, the red and white twine is the one that we are all going for. So, how about we do this? Right. Okay. Now, if we're using the red and white twine, what if, and do we want to, bring out maybe a few of those little peppermint candies? Maybe we could put a couple on the tree, maybe 3 of them here, or, something like that. What do you think? What do you guys think? Should we put peppermints on or should we leave him alone? And yeah, this could be a really cute card. Of course, without the punched top and maybe a couple of layers of embossed cardstock. What do we think, guys? Let me see. I'm just going to put these on here. And I'm not locking them down, but just laying on. Oh yeah, Wink of Stella. Wink of Stella is really nice. That's really pretty, huh? What do you think? Should we keep them? Maybe? I kind of like the peppermints on there. I think they look pretty. And yeah, a little bit of sparkle on Frosty is definitely a good thing. There we go. Yeah, they kind of do look nice on there, don't they? Okay. All right. Keeping the peppermints and putting just a little bit of Wink of Stella. And of course, I'm going to have my little napkin off to the side because this particular Wink of Stella sometimes has a mind of her own. Okay. So we're going to put just a little. There we go. And then maybe just some little dots here. There we go. All right. Let me bring this up so that you can see it. All right, here we go. Let me see if I can get that Stella to bling up a little bit. Just a little bit on there. I think that's very cute. I could probably put just a little bit across the top of his hat too. All right, let's see here. Just a touch. I'm going to try really hard to keep Stella under control. You guys know she gets a little wild sometimes. There we go. All right. Okay, guys, there we go. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. Okay. Friends, I have one last little tag to do with you. And it is a little one. Let me see if I can get the bits and pieces here. So we'll see what we can come up with right quick. I don't think we're going to be able to get to too much more than that. I think this one's going to be the last of it because my coughing fits are starting to get ridiculous. Let's see here. Youngest grandsons live in the south of France, and they rarely get snow. 2 years ago, they did, and the boys made their first ever snowmen at 5 and 10. That is so sweet. Oh, I bet they were thrilled. I hope you guys got a lot of good pictures. Okay, for this little simple tag, I thought that we might do something to this effect. Let me bring it in a little bit so it's not quite so crazy out there. There we go. Something like that, okay? So, of course, first and foremost, we know that we're going to be popping up the sentiment, but we need to see if maybe we want to do, I don't know, a little something to the tag. It's pretty plain. So, let me see here. Maybe we don't need to. Maybe by the time we add a little string, I don't know. Let's see. What kind of little elements do I have here? Okay, I've got these stamps. I have, oh, I've got some of these little sparkles too. That would be cute. Okay, so question is, do we want to stamp a little something in the background of this tag, or do we want to leave it white? Okay, maybe we want to leave it white, and maybe we bring in a layer of cardstock. Now, I know so far all I've brought in are embellishments and ribbon because I'm really trying to showcase the fact that you can do so much with these tags on their own. But of course, we all have scraps of cardstock laying around that we could use. So maybe we could just put a little scrap of colored paper there to help separate that out. What do you think? Okay. So do you think that we should just maybe add a little color this way? Oh my goodness. If you can hear any heavy breathing in the background, it's my dogs playing. I don't know if the camera or if the microphone is picking it up or not, but they're in the room right next to me with the door open and they're wrestling in the room. So I'm hearing a lot of that's not me actually. It is the dogs. Uh, I'm thinking maybe the lemon lime twist might be a good one to put here. What do you think? Oh, yeah, they are fun, but yes, they are also a handful too. But we love them. Life would be so boring without them. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and decide to put a little bit of lemon lime twist here. Let me put that down like that for just a minute here. Give it a little snip. Garden green or shaded spruce. So, let me see. I know the lemon lime twist is a little bit bright. Let me take a look and see if I've got a little scrap. I'll be right back. So, in addition to them wrestling around with each other, of course, they like to think that they're super tough and they get carried away, and then mom has to step in because someone yipes because they got hurt because the other one was being a little too rough. And yeah, so okay, here is the garden green. And let's see, let's just put this here. And then shaded spruce. Oh, girl. You know, you know. Sherry says, you're looking to see if you have a little scrap. I'm dying because she knows that I have lots of little scraps. I keep just about everything for cases such as these, as a matter of fact. Thank you very much. Now I don't have to cut a whole sheet of paper for one little scrap. See, these were already pre-cut into little strips that are the same size. So all I have to do is snip the edge, which is super helpful. Are you picking up what I'm throwing down, Sherry? Sherry's giving me a hard time, y'all, so I got to give her a hard time. She knows I love to keep all of my little scraps, and truly for occasions such as this. So, okay, garden green. Let me bring that in. Okay. Here we go. All right. Now, this one we will definitely want to put directly onto the layer. So I'll just go here and I may snip a little bit of that off. We don't need a whole lot of the color, just a little. There we go. Sherry says the scraps have saved me more than once from cutting into a full sheet. Absolutely, my friend. I'm telling you, anything bigger than maybe a tiny, tiny little piece is in my bag. Okay, Now then, we have that there, and I think that is really cute. So what do we think of the general layout of this little tag? These being glued directly, or should we pop them up too? I think maybe it would be good to pop them up because there's really nothing going on that little tiny background. So by popping them up, we can add a bit of interest to it as well. And then, of course, pop this piece up also. So we can have all the layers popped up, and that would be great. What do you think? I think maybe that works. So in this case, though, I'm going to turn them over and remind myself that I can't put dimensionals on the edges. It can only go on this section. So let's see if I can do this without, probably spreading them out a little bit with the halves would be better. There we go. We can cover a little bit more space. Nope, those ones are already snipped. Look at that. Okay, let's see here. That works. Okay, maybe just a little dimension right here. Inika, you are right. Don't we all keep lots of scraps? Yes, I think so. I'm so sorry I butchered your name just then. I was doing so well, wasn't I? I'm sorry about that. Okay. So my name is Dana, and it's spelled Dana. And I never really thought that it was an odd name to pronounce or anything like that. But I have been called Dana, Dana, Donna, Deanna, which is so interesting. And my daughter's name, and my eldest daughter's name is Shyler, spelled like shy, Shy, and Ler. And she's been called Shyler, Skylar, Skyla, Skyly, all kinds of funny names. But I'm trying. All right. Here we go. And I suspect that you have probably heard lots of interesting ways for your name to be pronounced as well, haven't you? All right, there we go. I think, I wish this thing would stay focused in. I think that I like that. And then this piece right there. Let me make it a little offset, just a tiny bit. I think that will be good. The next thing will be tricky to just figure out where to put these dimensionals so that they fit right. So let's put one here. And because we're doing 2 layers of dimension, we want to make sure and stack a second dimensional right there on top. Okay. And then we can put one, I think, right there. And this one, we're only going to put one dimensional. Okay. So now these will actually be the same level as far as layering height, just like so. I think that will work. Let's see. I think I might be able to get another little small one right there on the leaf as well. Okay, guys, hang tight with me just another couple of seconds here. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, how's that, friends? Do we like? And we have to figure out what what twine or ribbon we want to on there. What if we did a little gold one? What do you think? I think this little gold one will be very cute. Okay. Oh, you love it? That's wonderful. Okay, great. All right. I think now I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to weave it through just like I did the last one, from the tails through the back to the front, and then loop it over so that it hangs on. Hey Estrada, how are you, my friend? Long time no see, lovey. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and tie a little knot in the end here, and that way I can loop it on bags or whatever. And I'm going to leave the knot kind of loose, so that way if I need to undo it so that I can string the tag, I can. But there we go. And this would be a really cute little ornament too, I think. All right, so there's that. Now, because much like with snowmen, I truly think that our little berries need a bit of Stella too. Don't you? Just a little. There we go. Oh, yes. I think that's cute. Okay. I like that a lot. I think that's beautiful. Let's see. Now, I know. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Never mind. Well, tell me what you think. I have some retired contraband that I've had out here because, Christmas cards. So, wonder if maybe, because these things are so little, should we put a few on here, or would that just be too much? It's really cute by itself, and it is a tiny tag, so we don't want to overwhelm it. But I'm almost having trouble resisting the urge not to put some things on here. Hold on now. Let's do something a little different. I'm not sure what, but oh, there we go. What about that? How do we feel about that one, friends? Is that good? I'm not sure that you can have too much bling at Christmas. No. Okay, how do we feel about that one, guys? Do we like it? It's tiny, but it's so cute. It would be an adorable little ornament or any kind of a little gift tag. I love it. Okay, guys, let's do a super, super quick app. Here is the fourth tag. We have Santa and Wonder. We've got 'Tis the Season. And Happy Holidays. I'm going to post pictures of these because with the camera being wonky the way it is, when you're seeing it on this side, I mean, the pictures will really make it look pretty. All of the color that's in here that you're not seeing very well through the camera lens just now, you're going to love it. So be sure to stay tuned to my page for that. All right, give me just a second, folks. Let me switch my camera around. Okay, guys. Thank you all so very much for putting up with me this evening and for giving me so much grace with regard to the scratchy throat and the coughing and all that stuff. I'm so sorry. But the holidays come and so do the holiday sniffles and scratchies and whatever, right? Let's see here. Let me make sure I've not. Oh, sorry. I just bumped the screen. Have I missed anything here? Where do you buy these kits? Estrada, these little elements are actually part of an ephemera pack set. They're unfortunately out of stock already for the season, but they're right there. That being said, we do have some spring ones that are coming out, and I've got them in a box on the other side of the room, so I don't have them on hand, but I'll bring them out and I'll show them to you next time. They're super cute. I can take a look and see if we have any more of the ephemera packs in for the holiday ones, but I'm not sure that we do. I think the holiday ones are all sold out. But I do have some from our annual catalog. They're not holiday, but they are ephemera packs, and they're really stinking cute as well. And so I can send that over to you. Send me a message on Facebook if you would, darling, and I can send you a link that way. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me this evening. I'm going to go ahead and bid you adieu before I start having a coughing hysterical fit. And I will see you guys here tomorrow evening. If this coffee thing is not better by about 5 o'clock, I'm going to do a pre-recorded video. That way I can just pause long enough to cough and get back on track and, excuse me. Anyway, so either way, there will be a video tomorrow night. I'm here, so I will be able to upload it directly without trying to schedule, because for whatever reason, that didn't work for me the other day. So I'm not really sure what happened there, but anyway. So we are counting tonight's 4 tags as days 5 and 6. Okay, so tomorrow will be day 7 out of 12. Be sure to tune in again at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I hope that I will see all of you guys here tomorrow evening. And even if it's not a live, tune in and watch the video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to share it. Invite your friends to come along and hang out with us, because crafting is always so much more fun with friends. So I will see you guys next time tomorrow evening. I hope live, but if not, at least there will be a recording for you, and I will see you all then. Okay? All right, guys. Bye.